Ambedkar, Narendra Modi, who rose from the lowest dregs of society to become great leaders of India. Abdul Kalam was a paper boy. From a paper boy, he became the President of India. Narendra Modi Garu was a chaiwala. And from there, he rose to become the most powerful Prime Minister in India today. And Ambedkar, as many of you all know, belonged to the Chamar caste, an untouchable, and he rose to become the maker of the Constitution today. And he is considered one of the most thought leaders even today in India. To enable this dream of bringing the lowest person in the society to the topmost echelon of this, our Chief Minister has concentrated on education. Education, not only does it ensure prosperity to the individual, but also provides a vibrant, educated population, which will be the greatest asset in building a great Andhra Pradesh and paving the way to prosperity. Education is the only key to their economic advancement, but also to tackle superstition, ignorance, prejudice, and the fear of the unknown that sometimes holds our state back. Our literacy rate, as per 2011 census, is only 67.35%. But the gap between the girls and the boys is not much. It is 13.9%, as against the other lower educated states. This is because Andhra Pradesh has consciously always concentrated on women, and this is exemplified in our Honorable Chief Minister's cabinet, in his policies, and in all his Navaratnalu program, which gives a lot of emphasis to women. Let us not forget that Ambedkar said that the progress of a state can only be decided by the way the women are in the society, women are treated in the society. And I think this is an indicator that in Andhra, sir? Sorry. Sir. So that's the last thing I'll want, sir. No, thank you. Sir. So I'll just go back to this thing, sir. On an average, sir, last few years, around 2,000 crores was released per year. For the first time last year, we have released, sir, you have released 4,207 crores for 18 lakh students, sir. This was against last year's 2018-19-16, 87 crores. That is 149% higher than what it was in 2018-19. This year, sir, you will be releasing 10,88,439 lakh students, 671 crores, which is the first part of the RTF this year. This is around 2,685 crores, sir, and that covers around 3,787 colleges, sir. So to your credit, sir, you have changed the whole way the reimbursement of tuition fee works out. You have moved earlier the accounts used to go into the principal's, the institution's account. You changed it to the mother's account. There's an increase in the scholarship amount. You made it. You ensured that the fees for everybody was covered. You release the reimbursement in the same year for which it is due. Generally, the academic year used to finish and then we used to release, but it was not like that with you. And you also issued a GO through GOMS number 64-611-20. You assured the parents need not pay till the government reimburses the whole amount. So the not collect any fees. Then the ideal portal, the Government of India is using this as an ideal and saying this is how it should run in a paperless manner, the whole scholarship transactions. While you have assured that all the eligible are covered, you have also ensured that the ineligible are not covered. We have now through paperless kind of inquiry through RTGS and CFMS, we have removed some 8,000 employees and who have, though they were are not eligible, they have managed to get the income certificate. This is a really good program, sir. Education is and always will be the most important parameter for an indicator of the economy, sir, and in the future also. So I thank you for giving this opportunity, and I request a small video to be played, sir. Thank you.